by my home insurance policy, right? If my home is 10 years old, 20 years old, 50, 80, 100 years old, it's probably not up to current code, right? Meaning that it's not going to pass code inspections if it had to go through them again. And when might that happen? If I have a claim at my home. What do I do about that? What is the coverage that I should be most concerned about? And how does that work?
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of times when there's a substantial claim, you end up having to pull building permits because it's required by the township or the county, whatever it might be. And when the township comes through to inspect the repairs to the home afterwards, they're going to expect that everything meets the current building codes and ordinances. Ordinance or law coverage on your homeowner's policy is what's going to pay for the upgrades that are made to your home because of the claim and what was required to be done to meet the current building codes and ordinances. Remember, a homeowner's policy is designed to restore your home to its pre-loss condition. That means that it's not going to do anything to get it up to current building codes. It's going to be repaired or rebuilt to its prior condition. All of those things that you're required to do in order to pass that inspection that local ordinance or law is going to require, you would be out of pocket paying for those things without the coverage on your homeowner's policy to do that.
Got it. Okay. Well, sounds important, probably for any home, but especially if your home is a bit older, right? I mean, Lord knows your home certainly would not meet current building codes. You know, mine would not. So, very important coverage for older homes, right? Give us one example of when that might come into play. What's a claim example you have seen where ordinance or law coverage came in to cover those expenses that otherwise would have been the responsibility of the homeowner?
Yeah, well, there's quite a few of them. The most obvious one, just because we've had so much wind and hail damage to roofs here in Michigan over the past decade or so, is the code that's required for roofing repair and replacement. The amount of water and ice shield seems to change every couple years. They didn't require it previously, and then it was 3 feet of it, then 6 feet of it, and I don't know what it is today, probably
Do the
10
whole
feet of it.
roof.
Maybe they do the whole thing, right? But if you didn't have any and your roof was entirely ripped off by a windstorm, the insurance policy is not required to put the new ice and water shield down before laying the shingles over top of it because it wasn't there
Wasn't there?
previously.
Sure.
Ordinance or law is what's going to do that on behalf of you. Something else that happens often is a kitchen fire. Most codes say that if more than 20% of the home's electrical system is damaged, the entire electrical throughout the entire home needs to be replaced.
Hmm.
If you can imagine, taking down all the walls and rewiring everything can be a tremendous expense to that homeowner if they didn't have ordinance or law coverage to pay that on their behalf, because again, it's not going to make those upgrades or improvements to the home to meet the current codes. It's just designed to repair the damaged section of the home and return it to its pre-loss condition.
Got it. And then those, updates are occurring in areas of the home that weren't damaged at all, right? The insurance policy says we have nothing to do with that. There's no damage there. Well, the homeowner still has a big expense because of that claim, resulting in those necessary updates. Derek, that's very helpful. Thanks for that insight. And if you have an older home or a newer home, but are concerned about whether your home meets current building codes, we would love to put our eyes on your insurance plan. Make sure that you've got ordinance or law coverage included in your home insurance. Give you a fresh perspective and see if there's anything else that we can help with for you. At Bora Insurance Group, we help families in Michigan make better insurance decisions, and we'd love to help you with that also. Derek, thanks for joining us today. Have a great rest of your day.